Okay, we're gonna make the fastest way that I know how to make a mask thus far. Okay, so we're gonna make a straight line, straight-ish line. So the width of your line is going to be about 8.5 inches. 8 to 8.5 inches. Ah, me being super sloppy. I can call myself the sloppy seamstress. Okay, so there's an 8.5 width piece. Okay, and then the length of this is going to be about 14 inches. Let's see. This is about 16 inches, so I can make 4 pieces with this lovely piece. 14-ish. You can do like 15, whatever. Good enough. Okay, to the machine. All right, so you need one of these pieces. I've got a bunch. So all you do is overlock the ends. 1, 2. Okay, now fold it down like this. This is your mask right here. Then I'm gonna take this part. This is where my filter's gonna go, and I'm just gonna create a flap. Maybe 1/2 inch-ish, maybe 3/4 of an inch-ish. It doesn't matter. It's honestly not that important. Okay, then all you do is pleat. 1, 2, 3 pleats. Okay. Try to pleat evenly. My fingers are obviously taped up and it's not working very well right now, but this is what you're going for. If you can't do that, you can also use one of these handy dandy little devices that I got. Check this out, it's kind of cool. So you put the bottom right here and use like a little piece of paper. 1, 2, 3, and then you fold this little guy down. You can also sew it partially down, but this is the easiest way that I've discovered. And then you lock this in place. I'm gonna put a link on where I got this little thing. Actually, a friend of mine is making them. And then you have these pleats that you can just adjust in the machine, so that way you don't have to like hold it in place. I kind of like this thing. Okay. So then you're going to just overlock, and you're gonna overlock about 1/2 inch off. So once you get your pleats the way you like them, or 1/4 inch, or 1/2 inch, you know, you do you, whatever. Just hold your pleats nicely in place. 1. And this is always best if you have a 4-thread overlock or a 5-thread overlock. You can also do this with a 3-thread, but I feel like it's not as secure. Once you wash it, it might start to unravel, and you don't want that to happen. Okay, so then I'm gonna do the other side. Check your pleats. Make sure they're nice and even-ish. That looks about right, I think. Hold on, I'm gonna make this one a little bit deeper. I'm making this like way too complicated. Okay, all right, I think I got rid of maybe a 1/4 inch, but it really depends on the width of your face. Like mine, I like to have mine land at about 8 inches. Actually, this is my 8-inch mark. So if you're, you know, a little smaller than I am, or a little larger, for a man, you can make it a little bit longer. For a woman, you can make it a little bit more narrow. So it's like, let's see, it's about 8 inches. 8-ish. Okay, then you can unlock this little thing, but you don't need this. You can really pleat by hand. This is literally your mask. There it is. Now all you need is little strips for the ears. Okay, let's do that. To the machine. I've got 2 pieces. Okay, and now with a zigzag or straight, and that's why you have these little tails, and it's not going to unravel because you're going to go over the corners. So I always do it at an angle like this instead of like this, because it'll pop out. Just like this way. Just like this, at an angle. You can do a zigzag stitch, just like 1, 2. See? 1, 2. And then put it to the side. But if you don't have a zigzag stitch, also irrelevant. I'll do the other one with a straight stitch. Okay? You don't need to. Okay, but Not everybody has an industrial machine. Okay. So with a straight stitch, you can just go, put it at an angle, and just sew back and forth. I don't like it as much, but it is what it is. And back and forth. Look at that, see? I always do 2 lines in case one line breaks, the other line is there. Okay, then, you know, trim your mess, and that's it. Literally, look at that. And you have a filter pocket right here. Ta-da. See, no complicated pinning. Pinning is terrible. You should never pin. These, by the way, are, what did you cut them, 7 inches? Or 6.5? 6.5 inches. These are 6.5. These are pretty universal. But that's why you can make the mask longer for a man. He's got a big face. You want it to go, you know, a little further. You can make it 8.5 inches. For a smaller woman, you want it to go a little bit smaller. You know, you can make it 7.5 inches. So, but this part is going to cover a respirator, and you can also tighten your ears. See, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's it.